Sagittarius, the Archer. Here's your reading for November 2017. As usual, guys, this is a general reading. So the energies and messages here can either be coming to you or be coming directly from you. All the messages here will not resonate completely with your unique situation, nor are they all meant to. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Go ahead and see the description box to book a private reading for yourself. All right, let's go ahead and bless the decks and we'll get started. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede this reading to provide Sagittarius with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they are meant and or intended to be. Okay, Sagittarius, we're coming to the reading with the Strength card reverse. Maybe you could be dealing with the Leo. Put that to the side here. Sagittarius, okay, so I know the cards are a little crooked, but bear with me here. Opening up your reading, I'm kind of feeling like Sag. Let me just say it like this. My guides want me to say it like this. You were just sick of the side comments, like, so you want to give them something to talk about. I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. Like, it's like I can hear you guys saying like, might as well give them something to talk about. Damn, like that. I kind of feel this is where it's kind of headed. You could maybe be dealing with Pisces. I'm sorry, not a Pisces. I don't know why I said that. So probably you could be dealing with Pisces. Could be dealing with maybe Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Maybe a Libra, possibly. Oh yeah, Sag, I forgot to mention happy birthday. Check the description box for your little birthday special reading that I did for you guys. So go and check the description box after the reading. Little birthday special. Okay, so back to this reading. So yeah, Sag, you're tired of the comments, you're tired of the sidebars, you're tired of everyone always having something to say. And I feel as though people don't really understand you right now or some of your motives. People aren't understanding why you're doing the things that you're doing, but then again, Sag, you kind of have to kind of conclude it's not their life, I mean, as long as you are not directly affecting anyone, I mean, what can anyone really say? And a lot of the time, Sag, we always have to remember too, if it's our family members, excuse me, if it's our family members, Sag, we have to remember that the majority of the time, they say certain things because they do care, there's love underneath it all. I like to say that, but then again, Sag, I mean, it is your life. You're going to do what you want to do. Like I said, as long as it's not directly affecting anyone else, I mean, live your life, But I feel as though you may, down the line, Sag, maybe kind of make some rash decisions. Maybe because of this, like you're going to, or you have, or you are putting yourself in like a headspace of kind of like a rebellion, or like a perpetuating rebellion phase right now. Like, it's like if they don't understand you, right? If they don't understand who you are and what you stand for and why you do the things that you do, I mean, you're going to kind of just say, well, I mean, let's give them a real show, let's sell them some tickets. But I feel, Sag, at the end of the day, you always want to stay true to you and to who you are. And don't let other people have some of that influence on you. Prove them wrong. And it's not necessarily proving them wrong, Sag, because you're proving them wrong in the end, but you're just going to continue on doing what you're doing. And then when people see that everything turned out the way that it was supposed to, then they're the ones that are looking dumb, you know, picking their jaw up off the floor. And that's the best feeling when it's unintentional. And I can see some of you women out there who are Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever the case may be for you. I can hear you guys saying something like, "It ain't nothing but a hair flip." Shit, I don't know. I could just hear that's very strange. But on that side note, um, I feel like there's gonna be a change given the Tower card at the bottom. But I feel, Sag, as if this change is gonna come through people not understanding you, and in turn, you then seeing certain things about yourself that maybe you need to change, or things about yourself that you necessarily don't like. Like, I feel like certain sides of you are going to come on, they're going to manifest, and you're going to be like, ooh, I do that? Like, ooh. Like, it's going to be like a learning experience for you, Sag. And I feel like it's needed. I feel it's like the last of the cleanup for you a little bit, to kind of just see those sides of you. And in the end, I feel you're going to kind of maybe thank them a little bit. Thank them in faith, like not completely just thank them for what you went through. But I feel like, it's going to bring, like I said, I don't want to, go over and over and preach about it, but, you're going to see those hidden sides of you, your secret side, your shadow side. I really feel like you're going to see a lot of that when it comes out. Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It's just all about moderation, Sag. It's okay to wall out a little bit, give them something, give them something to read about in the morning. That's okay. And you're a fire sign, so you have it in you to just do it, and that's okay. It's okay to have fun with things, but moderation is the key. That's what I'm initially picking up from here, and I feel as if you're gonna do things on your own time. You're gonna do things based upon how you want to do it, and I feel like people are gonna see or think that there's gonna be, or there may be, in their point of view, like how can I say it? Like you're not gonna progress. It almost seems like if you're walking down the stairs, like a decline in maybe morals, or decline in ethics, or the way that you carry yourself. And I feel as though it's going to be a weird thing, or it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable. But I feel something good's going to come out of it. Scorpio also got the Tower card at the bottom like that. It's pretty interesting. Maybe you should check that out if you have it in your chart, or if you cross watch. But this is all pretty much super intuitive. I haven't seen all of these cards here around the circumference, so I'm just kind of going off of what I'm feeling and what I'm channeling and what I'm feeling intuitively. So I do feel like that, Sag. And also the Two of Swords reverse can also signify being kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Kind of just doing what is kind of expected, or what people kind of, are saying. And it's like, okay, well, let's give them something to talk about right now, Hey, do it. But the Knight of Pentacles here reversed can also suggest, reflecting, boredom and restlessness. Kind of being bored with the same routine. And it may be some restlessness, and you may experience that. But be careful with that. Don't add too much spark or too much pizzazz to what you do. And also the Two of Swords, I want to go back to it, reverse, can also mean like, it can kind of indicate mental confusion, kind of as a result of information overload, when you kind of become overwhelmed with like other people's opinions and points of view, and also kind of maybe detailed information about what options are available to you when you're like, I don't want to take them. But in the end, Sag, I mean, you're going to have to make the decision for yourself, or the decisions on your own. So sift through the advice, that they provide and the information, and take what's most valuable. Sometimes we must slow down, and we necessarily may not want to hear certain things, but you never know. There's an old saying, or at least I go by it. If one person calls you a donkey, I'm not calling you a donkey, I'm just saying, if one person calls you a donkey, take a look in the mirror. If another person calls you a donkey, better buy the saddle. Sometimes we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, "Ooh, do I really do that?" And I feel such like going back to that idea or the notion that that's what's kind of going to happen. You may see those sides of yourself, and in the end, it's gonna be good. I'm dying to see these cards. So let's see. Let's start here. Okay, the King of Swords. I'm sorry, my throat's a little dry. Maybe you haven't been talking to a lot of people, or you've been holding back. 8 of Cups here. 7 of Pentacles. Moon card reverse. You could be dealing with the Pisces. That's weird. You could maybe be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So, Sag, over here, I feel like you have a choice to make. Are you going to bear what people have to say and maybe take it as just with a grain of salt, or maybe take it as advice? But I feel if things are communicated properly, it can be taken in stride. It can be taken as positivity, as constructive criticism. Because I feel as though, even though they're not the same card number, how usually if you've been subscribed to me for a while, you have 2 cards with the same number, regardless of element or court or anything of that sort. As long as it's 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, I always say that there's a decision to be made. But I feel like that's the case here, where either you're going to walk away from the advice or walk away from any potential constructive criticism and not accept it, or are you going to maybe communicate it a little bit better? Or maybe communicate it better with yourself. Let me see that. I think I'm picking that up too. Embody maybe the King of Swords energy, Have communication be on point. But I feel like it's more on point with yourself. And that's when you'll then make the adjustment in terms of the best decision for you. Now, if we move over here, I feel as though you, again, like another decision. I just feel like there's a lot of decisions here. 7 of Pentacles here. Choosing which path you want to go down. Which one do you want to travel down? I'm kind of picking up right now. My guides want me to tell you, maybe choose the road less traveled. Deception being indicated maybe from these people. But I feel, Sag, like the deception indicated is more like they may be saying inappropriate things, or maybe a little zealous, or kind of a little like prevarication kind of involved in it a little bit. But I feel that there is maybe some truth, because I mean, Sag, not all the time is it true. Not all the time should it be true. Those are rumors, But I feel sometimes that the best thing I can give you is, there's no smoke without the fire. Sometimes. It's not always the case. It can be a barbecue, but nevertheless, there's a fire. And I feel kind of like that's what's going on here a little bit, where you may have to take some of that and just take it in, and lack of a better line, but your card was pulled maybe, and it's just time for review. And I feel like that's why maybe the 7 of Pentacles came up for you, because it was kind of like, where do I go from here now? Or where do I go from this point forward? Because the change is going to come. We can't avoid it. But I feel as though it's going to be great change. And I feel like if you take it constructively and You take it constructively, Sag, regardless of how people are delivering it to you. Now, I'm not saying change and just completely, be passive with them and then just all of a sudden like embody what they want you to be. No, 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 no. Of course not. But take it into consideration. And you can maybe apply it to your life. And then when this change does come, you are that much more equipped. No? The Emperor reverse. The Four of Wands. Okay. I'm going to over here for a minute. The Four of Wands, I mean, that's the first layer of foundation. That's the first step to success. That's the infrastructure to something great. And I feel as though the Four of Wands is the first step once it's established to achieving the Six of Wands upright. Because when people see, or when you make those changes and you choose the right road to travel, maybe the road less traveled, you would then lay that foundation for yourself where then you can build upon it and it'll be positive and it won't be bad. It won't disservice you. We can always learn from people, but it just depends upon how we take it. It's context, it's perspective, it's perspective basically. Because you're going to be the one to live with your choices and your decisions at the end of the day. And people are really genuinely trying to help you, but it's kind of coming out a little rough around the edges. Just take it in stride, But I feel as though with the Moon card here reversed, these may be the things about yourself that you're going to find out. The things that you didn't normally or you haven't seen. Because, it's kind of hard to see the errors of our ways at times unless it's brought up to our attention. And if it is our family member and people that love us, they, at least in my perspective, or at least in my opinion, they should bring it up to us. My guides want me to tell you, real and good friends say bad things to your face and good things behind your back. Let me say that one more time for you. Real and good friends say bad things to your face and good things behind your back. This is maybe the bad to your face, and this is the good behind your back. It's interesting. But you always want to strive for excellence, You never want to give up because that's a decision. That's a choice. What are you going to choose with the Seven of Pentacles here? What are you going to do? Because how you do anything is how you'll do everything, Sag. And also remember, Sag, struggle and criticism are prerequisites for greatness, Sag. And sometimes it's needed to be like that. It has to be like that. And speaking of struggle, you can maybe be dealing with the Leo with the Strength card reverse here. But this is struggle, Sag. When you don't have that confidence in yourself, and I think it coincides with the Six of Wands reverse. This is a card of people not understanding you, of not having public recognition, of people not viewing you for your efforts and for your accolades, and not supplying you and giving you the accolades that you so rightfully deserve. But people can't see the accolades or see the achievement if you don't present it properly, or if it's not delegated properly. And I feel like this is the struggle and this is the criticism, that's prerequisite for greatness that's going to come from the Tower card. We also have the Five of Wands here for you. Contention, clash of wills, people just fighting for no reason. Just everyone just, have at it and just start whacking everyone, and it's a mess, because this is what comes from it when we don't understand ourselves, Sag, and then sometimes we displace that on other people, or when people say certain things about us and we may not necessarily like it, we don't necessarily have to react to it in a negative way. Now, if they're sitting there badgering the shit out of you, then okay, do what you have to do. But if they bring it up to you, don't be upset, because then if you just stop and take a second and look at it and change it, or if it does affect you okay, Sag, my guides want me to tell you, if you excuse me, if you become upset at something that someone says and it affects you so, and you feel an affinity to it, it must be something within your subconscious that you're not revisiting or you're not visiting. It's something that lies deep within that you feel that it's true. It's kind of like sometimes, for my general readings, sometimes, not all the time, very rarely, I get a couple comments where, people are like, I'm not doing that, and, we don't do this and we don't do that, and it's just very forceful, very 501s-ish, the comments, and I'm just like, okay, first of all, it's a general reading, it's not that serious. Second of all, book a private reading, and then if I come at you like that in a private reading, which I never will, then, they have grounds to stand on, But if someone took the time to comment something in such an ill-mannered form, it obviously affected them. I stroke a chord somewhere within them, and that's not my intention. It's never my intention, because this is a channel of growth and expansion and spiritual awareness. But it's something lying underneath there that they're not visiting, and in turn, they're deflecting that upon other people. And upon, I don't want to make this reading about me, but deflecting it on me when I'm just trying to sit here and help, and I'm trying to deliver these messages to you guys, and I do it from the kindness of my heart, of course. But it's, it's being deflected in the wrong area. And how much energy does it take to go around the issue than to just go through it, and try and come out of it with some viability, come out of it with learning something. I'm not saying you guys do that, but it was just an example. You have the Chariot reversed here. Things stopping, things being stagnant, not taking the good with the bad. Choosing to look at the bad versus the good. And just all bad at that point. There's no movement. It comes to a screeching halt. Not moving forward with things. And this is also not having confidence in your own self, of moving forward with certain things or certain issues. And the Page of Pentacles reversed here for your last advice card. Very slow energy. And it's okay. You'll arrive there on your own time. But make sure that you arrive there on your own time, because it's really what it is. It's of the essence. It's your learning. If you're learning along the way, but it's a little bit slower than other people, who cares? Sag, it's all right. Excuse me. It's all right if you aim too high and miss, but it's not all right if you aim too low and hit. So don't aim too low and then expect to have that public recognition. My whole point in saying that is, okay, you're moving slow, that's okay. You're learning. You're learning along the way at your own pace. But don't learn slowly, or don't vacillate, let's say. Don't vacillate to the point where you're just dragging your feet because you just want to, or because you're just trying to just prolong the inevitable, Let's pull Jesus cards. See what he has for you today. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. John 14:27. A lot of signs are getting these cards, Sag, of peace. Like, I feel like a lot of people need peace, and I feel like this is a spread of needing peace. You want me to grab the one at the bottom? Yep. Given it shall be given unto you, Luke 6:38. Now, this card here, Sag, what are you going to give? Because you're going to get that back, And given that if someone is bringing this to you in a negative manner, okay, I understand. The normal thing to do, or the normal instinctual reaction, is to come back, I understand. But don't give that back, because then you're just as much in a position as the other person. And then what did you really gain from that point? You didn't gain any peace. Then you can't give peace out, and peace won't come to you because what you give is what you're going to be given. So I feel like that's the lesson here, Sag. It's just take it in stride. Now, if someone just makes a little comment, okay, what it is what it is, just examine it and move on. Now, someone's badgering the crap out of you, that's different, then book a private reading and then we'll see what happens at that point, but yeah, I want to flip this top over to your Heavenly Father knoweth that you have need of all these things, Matthew 6:32. I mean, we have to do it out of love, Sag, because that makes you a better person, and that's what all of this is about. My channel, this is what it's all about. God, Spirit, your spirit guides, whatever, and whoever it is that you can find, it's all from the same source. It's all from love, Sag. And we need these certain things. And you will be presented with these things, but how you react to it is up to you. And what you do with it is up to you. You can't predict the future, but you can anticipate it. So anticipate it, Sag, okay? Okay, then, that concludes your reading. All right, Sag, so check out John 14, Matthew 6, and Luke 6. Also, if you'd like to book private reading, check the description box. And when you're on the website, on the bottom right-hand corner, there'll be a green or blue little chat bubble. If you see a little red dot on top of it, that's just me trying to chat with you, making sure you're finding everything okay. I'm also maybe asking you a couple questions so I can find the best service for you, so you can get the most out of a private reading. So yes, Sag, I think it's okay. Just need some readjustment, but it's okay. But some good is gonna come out of it, Sag. We just have to believe in ourselves, when no one else believes in us, and prove them wrong by just being ourselves. All right, Sag. Remember, check the description box for your birthday reading, and we'll see you next time.